don't need to escalate.
If you've ever heard an R&B song and instantly got teleported back to a slow dance, a breakup, a long night drive, or that one moment you never forgot, this video is for you. Because tonight we're counting down 10 R&B and soul songs we'll never forget. Not popular for a year songs, forever songs. The kind that still hit on the first note, still give you chills in the chorus, and still make the room go quiet when the voice comes in. And here's the rule: no repeats, not a single artist twice. Just 10 legends, 10 classics, and memories you can hear.
Well, then it would be well earned, and we were made in heaven.
I can still remember the first time I heard On and On, because it didn't sound like anything else on the radio at the time. It wasn't trying to be loud, it wasn't begging for attention, it just floated in like somebody opened a window in a crowded room and suddenly you could breathe again. Back then, a lot of R&B was either super polished or super dramatic. Big drums, big hooks, big vocals, big everything. And then here comes Erica, sounding calm and sure, like she's not performing for you. She's just telling the truth in her own language. That's the thing about On and On.
With $3 and 6 dimes, yeah, you may laugh.
It feels like a conversation you overhear that changes the way you think. The groove is smooth, but it's not sleepy. It has this steady head nod pocket that makes you feel like you're moving forward even when you're sitting still. And her voice, it's warm, but it's also cool. Not cold, cool, like confidence. Like she knows something and she's not rushing to prove it. When she sings, it feels like she's holding your attention without holding you hostage. The words come out like poetry, but not the kind you have to study to understand. More like life advice you didn't know you needed. There's spirit in it, but it's not preachy. There's attitude in it, but it's not mean. It's balanced, and that balance is what made it hit hard. I always say On and On is one of those songs that made people sit up and realize R&B could be deeper without losing the vibe.
I think I need a cup of tea. The world.
It wasn't just about romance or heartbreak. It was about the world, about choices, about energy, about not getting trapped by what everybody else says you should be. And when you're young especially, you need songs like that. Songs that don't just entertain you, they guide you. Now this one didn't just play on radios, it lived in people's imaginations. Untitled, How Does It Feel? Is one of those songs that made time slow down. You know what I mean? A song comes on and suddenly you're not in a rush anymore.
Won't you come closer?
You're not even thinking about what comes next. You're just inside the moment. I remember the first time I heard it, I felt like I was hearing R&B with the lights turned low on purpose. Not because it was trying to be sexy in a cheap way. It was intimate, like the song wasn't meant for a stadium. It was meant for a room, two people.
I just want you, man.
Maybe even one person, alone, trying to feel something real. The production is so simple, but that's what makes it dangerous. It doesn't hide behind a wall of sound. It gives you space to hear the breath, the softness, the human parts. The groove doesn't push you, it pulls you, and it pulls slow, like it knows you'll come. And Dangelo's voice on that track is not a singing to show off voice, it's a singing because I mean it voice. He stretches the words like he's tasting them. He doesn't rush the phrasing. He lets the notes hang in the air just long enough to make you feel them in your chest. What made Untitled unforgettable is the way it brought the old soul tradition into a new era without copying it. You can hear the influence, classic slow jams, the churchy harmonies, that deep pocket, but it doesn't sound like a retro costume. It sounds alive, like the past and present shook hands. If this song just hit you in that quiet place, don't let this moment be a one-time thing. Subscribe to Demo. We're building a home for real R&B and soul, the kind that heals, the kind that tells the truth. Hit subscribe and come back whenever you need a song that understands you.
Nothing overnight, 'cause it takes some time. A love like this takes time.
Mary doesn't just sing songs. Mary lives them in public. That's the deal you make when you listen to her. You're not just getting a hook. You're getting a human being telling you what it costs to love, what it costs to stay, what it costs to keep believing when things get ugly.
And I'll be waiting, 'cause I can't sleep without love until you get home. Baby.
Be Without You came along with that grown woman energy. And when I say grown, I don't mean boring. I mean mature. I mean that kind of love where you're not just chasing butterflies. You're fighting for the relationship to survive. Bills, stress, pride, family drama, past trauma, all that real life pressure.
Behind my back, and well, neither would I. Then try to cover it up.
This song felt like it understood that. The first thing that hits you is the emotion. Not exaggerated, not forced. It's that steady ache. Like you can tell she's been through the argument already. She's already cried in the bathroom. She's already tried to act fine in public.
Too hard to fix it. Call the wreckage. Nothing can repay you if you.
And now she's just admitting the truth. I don't want to do life without you. And the way the song builds is part of why it works. It starts with that controlled feeling, like she's holding herself together. Then it grows into something bigger.
All day, every day. Now if you're down on the.
Like the emotion rises up and she stops trying to hide it. That's what Mary has always been good at. She makes the song feel like a journey from I'm okay to I'm not okay, and I need you to know. Let me tell you something. When End of the Road was at its peak, it felt like the whole world was going through a breakup at the same time. That's how big it was. You could be in your house, your cousin's house, in a car, in a mall, and you were going to hear it. And every time it came on, you had to make a decision. Either you were going to pretend you didn't care, or you were going to sing like your heart depended on it. Boys, the two. Men had harmonies that sounded like they were engineered in heaven, but End of the Road wasn't just about vocal talent. It was about how they used that talent to tell a story. Everybody understood. This song is the sound of someone who is trying to be strong but failing. It's the sound of someone replaying the relationship in their mind, arguing with reality, bargaining with what's already happened. And the reason it hits is because that's what heartbreak really feels like. Not neat, not clean, it's messy.
We shouldn't be happy together forever.
You know it's over, but you still can't accept it. You keep asking why. You keep hoping for a different ending. The structure of the song is part of why it became legendary. It starts with that emotional setup, and then it keeps climbing.
It's unnatural. You belong to me.
By the time you hit the big moments, it's like the song is begging. And the harmonies don't just sound pretty, they sound desperate in a beautiful way. I remember people learning those harmonies like they were studying for an exam.
This time I want you to love me much more. This time
You'd hear friend groups trying to do the parts, somebody taking the high note, somebody taking the low part, somebody trying to do the run. And even if they messed it up, it didn't matter because the song made people feel something worth attempting.
This is one of those songs where you don't even have to finish the first line before the whole room knows what time it is. I Can't Lie. When Whitney starts I Will Always Love You, it feels like the world pauses out of respect. And that's not exaggeration. It's one of the most powerful vocal moments in popular music, period. Not just R&B, not just soul, music. What makes Whitney's version unforgettable is how controlled it is. People talk about the big notes, and yes, the big notes are historic, but what really stuns me is the quiet at the beginning. That restraint, that softness. She sings like she's holding a fragile truth in her hands, like she's trying not to break it.
Memories, that is all.
And then when the song opens up, it's like watching a wave rise, not a sudden explosion. More like something inevitable, something that's been building inside her the whole time. When the power finally comes, it doesn't sound like showing off. It sounds like emotion that can't stay contained anymore. I remember hearing this song in so many different settings, and it always had the same effect. People would stop what they were doing, drivers would turn it up, families would gather around TVs when it came on. Even folks who didn't care about R&B knew this song. It crossed every line, age, genre, background, because the feeling was universal. And the song itself is already strong. Its message is clean and devastating. Love doesn't always mean staying.
With me, so goodbye.
Sometimes love means letting go without hate. That's a hard concept for people. We want love stories to end with somebody running back. But this song says, I'm leaving, and it hurts, and I still love you. That's real. That's grown.
If she's gonna stay.
When I think about songs we'll never forget, I don't always think about the biggest voices or the loudest records. Sometimes it's the quiet ones. The songs that feel like they were made in a small room with the lights off, when the truth is the only thing left to talk about. That's Ain't No Sunshine. I remember hearing it like it was a secret somebody slipped into the air. No big intro, no warning. Just that bare, honest feeling. And right away you know what kind of song it is. A song that doesn't try to impress you. It just tells you what it is. Somebody's gone. The house feels different. The world feels colder. And there's nothing clever you can do to fix it. Bill Withers didn't sing like a man acting hurt. He sang like a man who already tried to be strong and failed.
Ain't no sunshine when she.
That's why it lands. It feels like real life, not a performance. Like you're hearing someone admit something they didn't want to admit. That's what heartbreak actually sounds like. Simple words, heavy meaning. The magic is how much space is in the song. The band isn't crowding him. Nobody's trying to decorate the pain. The music leaves room for the feeling to breathe, and that's rare. Most songs want to fill every second. This one understands that silence is part of loss. When the person you love leaves, the silence is louder than anything else.
together, loving you forever.
Now, if Ain't No Sunshine is what it sounds like after love slips through your fingers, Let's Stay Together is what it sounds like when you grab love with both hands and say, no, don't go, not like this. I can't count how many times I've heard that opening and felt the whole room soften. It's like the song walks in wearing a clean suit and a warm smile. It doesn't rush you. It doesn't shout.
You see, I'll never be.
It just glides. And before Al Green even starts singing, the music already sounds like commitment, like somebody means what they're about to say. Al's voice on this record is something special. It's not just smooth, it's pleading and confident at the same time, which is hard to pull off. He sounds like he's asking you to stay, but he also sounds like he knows you belong there. Like he believes in the love enough to bet on it. And the thing is, the lyrics are not complicated. That's what makes them powerful. It's not a song about winning an argument. It's a song about saving the relationship. It's saying, we're going to have good days and bad days, but let's not throw this away. That message doesn't go out of style, because relationships don't get easier just because the years change.
Why people break up?
I remember the way people played this song like it was a love spell. You'd hear it at cookouts when the sun starts dropping and the older couples get closer without making a big deal about it. You'd hear it at weddings, of course, but you'd also hear it at family gatherings where someone's auntie is in the kitchen, humming along like she's lived the lyrics. Superstition, I didn't even understand what he was talking about yet. I just knew the song had power. Some songs don't wait for you to catch up. They grab you by the collar and pull you onto the dance floor whether you're ready or not. Superstition is like that. The groove hits, and your shoulders start moving before your brain gets permission. It's one of those records where the rhythm feels alive, like it's got its own personality. I remember hearing it blasting out of speakers that weren't even that good, like somebody's home stereo with the bass turned up too high, and it still sounded massive. That's how you know it's built right. A great record doesn't need perfect sound to feel perfect. Stevie wasn't just making a song. He was building a whole world inside a few minutes. The music has that funky, gritty edge, but it's also tight and sharp. Every piece locks in. It's not messy funk. It's precision funk. The kind of groove where everybody in the band sounds like they're smiling while they play. And then you get to Stevie's voice. He sings like he's having fun, but he's also warning you. That's the beauty of it. The song feels like a party, but the message is, don't let foolish thinking run your life. Don't let fear and superstition drive your decisions. It's a lesson wrapped in a groove so good you don't even mind learning. Respect is one of those records where the first seconds feel like a door swinging open. I wasn't there in the studio, obviously, but I was there in the world when that sound meant something. You could feel it. This wasn't just a catchy song. It was a statement. It was a demand. It was a person standing tall and telling the world, you're going to treat me right. And when Aretha sings it, you believe her without question. Because she doesn't sing like she's asking permission. She sings like she already knows her worth. I remember how people reacted to Respect. It wasn't background music. When it came on, heads lifted. People started singing along like they were speaking for themselves. Like they were finally saying what they'd been holding in for years.
You know me, all I want is a good man. Treat me right when you get home.
What makes Aretha unforgettable is the authority in her voice. It's not just power, it's truth. She sounds like she's been through something, learned something, and came out stronger. That's why her voice hits people in the chest. It doesn't just entertain you. It challenges you. And Respect has that call and response feel, that church meets street energy. It feels communal, like it's not just her song, it's everybody's song. People don't just listen to it, they join it.
If this song just hits you in that quiet place, don't let this moment be a one-time thing. Subscribe to Demo. We're building a home for real R&B and soul. The kind that heals, the kind that tells the truth. Hit subscribe and come back whenever you need a song that understands you.
Oh, it's not an answer for only love.
Some songs feel like a photograph of a moment. What's going on feels like a mirror. The first time I really heard it, not just listened, but heard it, I remember thinking, this is different. Not different like a new trend. Different like a new kind of courage. Because Marvin isn't coming in loud. He's not yelling. He's not trying to scare you into paying attention.
With brutality, talk to me, honey.
He sounds like a man who's hurting, confused, and still trying to love people anyway. That's a rare combination. Most songs pick one emotion. This one holds many at the same time. What's going on feels like stepping outside and realizing the air is heavy. Like you can sense tension even when nobody says anything.
Hey, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. Woo!
Marvin is looking around at the world and asking the question that a lot of people were afraid to ask out loud. What are we doing to each other? Why are we so divided? Why does it feel like peace is always out of reach? And the genius is how gentle the record is. The music is smooth. The groove is warm. The vocals feel like a conversation. It's like Marvin is saying, I'm not here to fight you. I'm here to understand. That softness makes the message hit harder, not weaker, because it sounds like someone trying to save the world with empathy instead of anger. I remember the way this song made people listen differently. You'd hear it on the radio and it didn't feel like just another track in the playlist.
People don't punish me with brutality.
It felt like an announcement, like the DJ should lower their voice after it ends. The journey doesn't end here, R&B soul lovers. Watch this next.